sitting in your dream house.
So, Getting My Act Together and Taking It on the Road was the third or fourth show that you all wrote professionally.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is right.
The fourth.
Yes.
Now
Now is the Time for All Good Men,
right.
67. The Last Sweet Days of Isaac in 1970. Shelter in 1973. And then I'm Getting My Act Together in 1978. We had a little period of a rest from theater in there where we did a lot, went out the road and did our songs.
Oh, and that's when you did your album?
Yeah,
or
we
two
had
albums.
two albums.
So just you as songwriter, singer-songwriter.
Yes, performed
And-
at the Cookery.
Oh, that's
Oh, and that was when Gretchen got the idea for the
Oh,
show.
yes, that's right.
For
Oh, I
the
was
first show,
gonna
I'm Getting My
ask.
Act Together.
Yeah.
During a performance.
Yeah, because we were doing personal songs at the Cookery. The songs that we did, that we toured with, we called a scrapbook of our lives. And we were writing songs about people that we knew, like Big Bill Murphy and Old Friend. We had written at that time, about an old friend of mine. And so one night in the Cookery, when we were doing this scrapbook of our lives, we had been thinking for 5 or 6 years that we wanted to somehow write a show about stuff that women had gone through in the last, at that time, in the last 20 or 25 years, the changes that people had gone through, from people who were brought up in the 50s with one set of expectations for what women were supposed to be in their relationship to men and so forth, and then the changes that were going on in the 70s. But we couldn't figure out how to do it. I mean, what do you do? Was it going to be a naturalistic kind of play or what?
Or a review about women's issues.
Yeah,
or something
right.
like that.
And then right in the middle of performing in the Cookery, as we were singing a song, I thought, oh, let's make it about a cabaret singer who's put together her new act, and her new act reflects how she really feels now and is a scrapbook of her life now, and she wants to get rid of her old act. This is metaphoric, And so I thought, oh, that'll be great. And then she's trying out her new act on her manager, who really liked her the way she used to be. And all of that was happening while we were singing some song. Sing, 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 sing. I was thinking, and then suddenly, and then at the end of the song, and the people were applauding, and I turned around and said to Nancy, I know how to write this show, and we're going to call it I'm Getting My Act Together and Taking It on the Road. And then turned back around and we whipped into another song.
Do you remember that?
Oh, I do.
Well, and also, see, Nancy was sitting at the keyboard, and we were at the Cookery where they were cooking omelets right behind Nancy. And so she was sitting there with egg in her hair. And so, I mean, there'd be pieces of omelet flying over her shoulder. So she must have thought a lot was coming at her that day, because there were omelets flying. And then I turned around and said, I know how we're going to write this show, and this is what it... And another omelet